beauty addicts, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my makeup of the day video, which is inspired by Instagram. I'm not sure if there's already videos like this on YouTube. There probably is, because I know that there's like outfits of the day, I'm pretty sure. But I wanted to kind of make this a series where I go through with you guys all of the makeup that I'm wearing today, and then what brushes I use to apply the makeup, and kind of do like mini reviews on everything that I talk about. So I can make that kind of a beefy video. If you want a quick version of this, I can make it a series on my Instagram stories, or I can make it a series on here. Maybe I can do it weekly, I can do it monthly. If you want me on Instagram to do it daily, like not every day, but maybe every time that I wear makeup, I can kind of go over this kind of stuff. Just let me know what you want to see, where you want to see it, how often you want to see it. I kind of just want to get a feel for what you guys want. But I thought that this would be fun because I'm always listing down my makeup in the description box, and you know, I think it'd be kind of fun to, you know, review the products that I am wearing, tell you why I'm wearing them, what I'm wearing, what I use them for, stuff like that. So if you guys would be interested in that, just let me know what you guys want, and I will give it to you. Alright, so let's just get started. I am going to go in the order that I applied the makeup. So the first thing that I used was the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray. So I sprayed this all over my face before I did my makeup. Typically, I also spray this all over my face after I'm done using my makeup. I swear I always forget. I always have the intention of doing it, but I don't. I always end up forgetting, and I don't feel like doing it now. I'm like, watch me do it, and then my lipstick runs down my face. I like to do it like when I'm done doing my makeup, but right before I do my lipstick. And if I'm wearing false lashes, I have to do it right before I put on false lashes, because I don't want to put spray all over my face with false lashes. And you know what? I wanted to do false lashes today, but I need lash glue because my Duo Lash Glue broke. Like, it's really... I posted about it on Instagram, but I'm going to talk about it in MD's video down the road. But anyway, so this is the first thing that I put on. This is something that I'm just using up. It's not a bad product. It's not like it smells weird. The spray comes out fine. With any spray, I cannot tell about longevity at all, because you never know. I've said many times, you never know. Is it the spray? Is it the foundation? Is it the concealer? Is it the base primer? It's really hard to tell what the heck is making your makeup last if you notice that your makeup lasts. So whenever I do setting sprays, I typically like to make sure that A, the product works fine, like the spray nozzle works, like it has a nice even spray, but I also go for smell, and that is why I really love the Pixi Makeup Fixing Setting Spray, because it smells like roses and it's just really refreshing, which I think is really great to have in the morning throughout the day. And you know, it's something that you could use on its own, or you could use with your makeup, before you put makeup, after you put on makeup. There'd be absolutely no point to me to ever just use this throughout the day, because I feel like it's not refreshing, because there's no scent, there's no like, it just is. It's not bad, it's not good, so I'm just using this just to use it up, and then once I'm done using it up, I have no plans to repurchase it. But yeah, so that is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. The next product that I've used, which I've mentioned a billion kajillion times, is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. So I put this on my brow bone and on my lid. I ended up using this later to put on my concealer. So this is one of those products that it's not mind-blowing, but it's not bad. And I have repurchased this a million times. I probably will be continuing to repurchase this because it is so affordable. It's vegan. I can easily get it from the drugstore. You know, there's some WetnWild ones that I want to try, but they're not at Target or wherever store I go to. They're not there, and I don't want to have to put it in an online order, but this is always at Target or at the store, so it makes my life so much easier. And now that I don't have any money, like I'm broke and my parents are just buying me stuff, if I ask them to buy me this whenever I run out, when I have no more concealer, I'm not going to feel bad, because I think it was only $2.99. And it's also going to be something that's really good as a good stocking stuffer for my parents to put in my stocking. So this is definitely something that I'm going to repurchase. It's something I'm going to put on my Christmas list. Like I said, it's not mind-blowing, but for what I need at the moment, it's really great to have. The next product that I went in with is from the e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette. I'm obsessed with this palette. It's a great neutral palette, but I've also been using it a lot this fall just because the shades in it go really well with the fall looks that I want to put together. And really with my eye makeup accent, it's always like the lid that is the star of the show, and then I use these shadows just to, you know, make it all look nice together. So this is a little messy. I don't feel like cleaning it. I really don't care. Though people was like, people just need to take the time to clean their makeup up. I don't care. Like, I don't have time, I don't have the energy, and it's just gonna get messed up 2 minutes later, like, screw it. So, but this is the shade that I use right here. It's the fourth one in if you're going left to right. And I love putting this in the crease and on the lower lash line. I think it's just a nice shade. It's not too dark, not too light. And it really goes well with the eyeshadow that I have on my lid today. I decided to only do a lid and a crease color. I didn't want to go with the outer corner. I didn't want to do a double layer crease. So I wanted to keep it simple because it just makes my life easier. I didn't want to sit there blending forever. I'm just generally low energy, low blood pressure. So I'm like, I'm just going to make my life easy because sometimes I just do all this complex stuff and I'm just like, oh, so much effort. So this just made my life so much easier. So I just put this on the lid, or not on the lid, in the crease as the blown out crease color, and then I also put it on the lower lash line. Typically like to match the crease color with the lower lash line unless I'm doing like a pop of color.
My nose wants running. Never seem to catch up with it, or if I do, I lose it again. Why did I put that in that pile? Okay, that goes here.
Alright, and as I was mentioning, the star of the show is my lid color, and that is Makeup Geek Grandstand, which is one of their foiled eyeshadows. I'm so obsessed with the foiled eyeshadows from Makeup Geek. I think that they're amazing. I used to really love the Anastasia titanium finish eyeshadows, but whenever I did my vegan declutter, I maybe had 20 eyeshadows from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I had to get rid of every single one of them except for one. And of course, it wasn't one of the fun ones. It was fawn. It was just like a typical color, an everyday type of color. It wasn't one of the fun titanium finish ones. Maybe she has a new one out that have titanium finish, but either way, the titanium finish ABH eyeshadows are very close. They're very like neck and neck with the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows. I think they're amazing. I'm not sure if all of the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows are vegan, but I'm really glad that Grandstand is because it's just a beautiful color. It's really hard to describe. I kind of say rose gold and then I don't know. It's just a really pretty shade, and that is what I'm wearing on my lid today. But if you guys have any Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows that you think that I should try out, let me know down in the comments, and I may put it on my Christmas wish list to see if there's any good vegan ones available. That is what I have on my lid today. Love it and recommend it. The next item that I went in with was the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner, and Casey Holmes mentioned this on her Snapchat. I snapshotted it, I went to Target, and I'm like, okay, I need to get this. It was only a couple bucks, like it really wasn't that expensive, and it just made my life so much easier. I love using liquid eyeliner. I love my bold eyeliner tutorial, but lately I'm just so low energy. I want to just get something done really quickly and easily, and this has helped immensely. I do have a little trouble with it sometimes if you're trying to get it darker and you're trying to layer over top of it. Sometimes it doesn't come out as nicely, but generally speaking, this works really great. I think it's a great beginner eyeliner for anyone who's new to eyeliner because it is a marker. I don't know if you can tell, but it is a marker and it has a really, really fine tip, so it really helps you get that wing. So I can definitely see why Casey would recommend this, so I'm really glad that I got it. Like I said, it's easy, it works pretty well, and if you guys want me to do a review video of this and a demo, let me know and I can do that for you. The next thing that I went in with is the Wet n Wild Coverall Primer. So this primer is one of those things, it is what it is. It's not bad, it's not good, I don't really care for it. I have repurchased it, but the only reason why I've repurchased it is because I'm a YouTuber and I'm trying to minimize how repetitive I am, especially lately when I don't have that much money to go shop and buy new products, high-end products that are vegan. You know, I have very limited options since I am vegan cruelty. Well, I'm not limited, but I'm limited because I'm broke. That's really the main problem. But anyway, so I try to find more affordable face primers to try, and honestly, I probably would rather go for the Milani one. There's like a prime, whatever that white case one. I think the Milani one's better. I probably should have repurchased that one rather than this one, but this might have been $1 cheaper, so that's probably why I decided to go with it. So really, the only reason why I repurchased it is to switch it up on YouTube. If I wasn't a YouTuber, I would just get all e.l.f. face primers because I think that they're amazing. And even if I wasn't a YouTuber and, you know, I would probably still just get e.l.f. face primers, maybe on a rare occasion try like a high-end face primer, but the e.l.f. ones work so well for me. But I don't want to use e.l.f. face primers every single video, especially if some people, you know, don't like it, want to see something new, something different. So yeah, it's only repurchased because of repetition. I wouldn't recommend it though, but if you're interested in trying it, it won't be a waste of money. You can still use it up. and maybe you'll like it better. I think it's just, I go for more gel type of formula, and this is a little bit more lotiony. And the next item I purchased because my girl Beth K mentioned it on her channel. I always think of her whenever I use this foundation because of that, but it is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. This is all that's left of foundation for me. I just finished up the Physicians Formula Nude Wear Foundation, so this is all that I have, and it's getting pretty low, and I'm like, maybe it's, I can't even, because of the bottle, some of the foundation sticking to the side, and I'm like, am I lower? Is this just gonna like run out on me last minute? So I'm gonna have to pick up another foundation. Be like, Mom, I need more. Anyway, I really love this foundation. I don't know if this one in particular I'll repurchase. I want to try something new. So, but like if I had $50 to spend at the drugstore, I would repurchase another one of these, and then I would try a new foundation as well, because this is a great foundation. I highly recommend it. It's not too matte, it's not too dewy. I don't know about the e.l.f. acne fighting part just because I don't really get acne ever, and that was before I try this and after I try this, during I try this. It's really rare that I have a pimple or anything, so I can't tell you about that part. But I have normal to dry skin, and I really like this foundation, and it's affordable, and I found a color match that works for me. But yeah, I recommend this foundation to you guys. And then after I put that foundation on, I went in again with the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer, and the next step was to put on blush, and I am using the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I'm trying to like open up, and I'm like super awkward. This is the Baked Blush in Luminoso. It is one of the most talked about favorite, I think, blushes in the YouTube community. It's something that's always popping up in people's favorites videos. So I'm really glad that I got this blush. It's gonna last, it looks like, I'm like, is it getting a little thin? I'm like, am I gonna get close to hitting pan? I don't know, but I will cry when that day comes. But I really love this blush. I've been saying this for a long time. I really want to try more of the baked blushes out that are vegan friendly, but this one is just amazing. I think it's good for summer. I do think it's good for fall. A little bit more on the summery side because it has a little shimmer to it, but I don't really care. But yeah, that is a holy grail product of mine, so you should check it out for sure. The next product is, why can't I open these packages up? The next product is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder in Translucent. I really like this finishing powder. I'm not someone who gets really stoked about finishing powders. It is what it is, but I really like this. It's light enough for my skin, and it's definitely something that if I ran out of, I would repurchase. If I were to repurchase one, other than that though, I probably want to keep trying out new things. I might as well, but I have a feeling this is going to last me a really long time anyway. But yeah, I like it. It's nothing mind-blowing, but I like it and I would repurchase it. Now the next product, one of my lovely subscribers and friends, Taylor, picked up for me and sent to me, and she is so sweet, and it is the e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzer, and that's what I'm wearing on my cheekbones today as a highlight, and it's in Sunkissed. It does bother me though. I don't know why this is a bronzer. Does anybody use this as a bronzer? I really want to know, because whenever I swatch it, I'm like, it's just a highlighter. It just looks so highlightery. I can definitely see if someone wanted to use this as like a bronzer topper, but to just use this solely as a bronzer, I just don't get it. If anybody uses a bronzer and it works for them, let me know. Maybe it's just because my skin tone is so light that I just can't imagine, but I decided to use it as a cheekbone highlight today, which worked out because it's not too dark of a gold, so it actually looks, I think it works really nice with my skin tone with being so pale, because I typically go for white highlighters, but I do want to use at least some lighter golds too, so this actually worked out for that. I don't know, I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend it if you're trying to save money. It works well. Who knows, maybe as I use it more in the fall, I'll grow to love it even more, just because, like I said, I'm more obsessed with white highlighters. But for the affordability, I definitely think it's worth a shot as a highlight, but I don't know if I would repurchase it. I probably wouldn't. But then again, this is probably going to last me the rest of my life, so I don't even have to worry about it. Then the next product, which is at the very end of the product, is the e.l.f. Brow Pencil in Taupe. I stopped using this whenever my hair got super duper light, but then my hair got darker again, and it's the perfect shade. It is cool toned. In comparison to the ColourPop Brow Pencil, I prefer this one over Dope Taupe, because Dope Taupe from ColourPop is a little bit red and warm, and this one's more cool toned. I don't see any red in it, so I'm definitely going to be picking this up soon because I'm almost out of this one, and I'm sure I'm getting pretty low on my Anastasia one, which is like, I don't even know what color it is anymore because the shade smudged off. But this brow pencil is awesome. The brush is pretty good. It's not as good. It's a thicker, first of all, it's a thicker point. You can't see because it's at the very bottom. It's basically empty. But it is thicker pencil than the Anastasia one. The Anastasia one is more really like pencil-y, more defined, which I actually like. It gives you a little bit more control. This is good if you're trying to quickly fill in, but if you're someone who has sparse eyebrows, you know, this part's good to do the filling in, but whenever you're trying to get that wing, or you're trying to make flickering motions to mimic brow hairs, the Anastasia one is better, but I still really like this, and it's super affordable. It's only a couple bucks, but I'm definitely repurchasing this. I'll probably get a couple. Now, the next product that I went in with is the Wet n Wild Max Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara. I do have a first impressions and demo video on this mascara, and I will link it down below for you guys in case you are interested, but I am absolutely loving this mascara. I want to get another one of the Max Volume ones just because that's a holy grail mascara of mine from Wet n Wild. I'm not sure which one I like better. I probably like the Max Volume a little bit better. It's a little bit easier to work with, but I'm still really enjoying this mascara. So I'm thinking about doing a comparison video down the road between the two and just do like the battle of the mascaras. But I really love it. I really think it's fun. It's separating, volumizing. It can get a little clumpy here and there, but I like that there's different ridges on the mascara, so you can kind of use them for different purposes in different areas of the lashes. The only thing is I can't find a good thickening mascara that's vegan and cruelty-free. I think the closest that I have come that I still support is Kat Von D's Immortal Lash. It's been a year or two since I've used it because I only got like a sample size, and I'm not sure, but I remember it being really close to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but I don't support Too Faced anymore. But if you guys have tried any mascaras that are really good at thickening, please let me know down in the comments. You don't have to worry about looking into whether it's vegan or cruelty-free. I'll figure it out myself. I would just like to know what you guys use and love, because I really want to find a thickening one. I like want to get into false lashes, but at the same time, it's an extra step that I don't like having to deal with, and I'd rather just use a thickening mascara. I don't know, but then I like look and I watch videos where girls are wearing the false lashes. I'm like, oh, their lashes look so good and so fun. I want to try them out. I just got to get over it. I think the more I do it, the more I'll be fine with it. But first, I need to get a lash glue. Anyway, the next step that I went in with, or the next product that I went in with, is the ColourPop eyeshadow in Tassel. I put that on the inner corner of my eye. I am obsessed with this eyeshadow. I love thick white eyeshadows on the inner corner. I've mentioned this so many times, and I would definitely repurchase this one for sure from ColourPop, so they better not discontinue it. They already discontinued the other one that's just plain matte white. Hopefully they come out with another plain matte white so I can switch it up. Maybe I just want to go plain matte white, or maybe I want to go glittery. But since there wasn't a plain matte white one, I'm going to stick with the glittery one. But pretty much I've been trying to find dupes for MAC Nylon, because I had MAC Nylon, and I specifically got that because Amanda Ensing mentioned it, and she liked putting it in the inner corner of her eye, and I'm like, oh my god, I love that. So I've been trying to find dupes for that, but most of the white eyeshadows that I find, they're kind of pale and they fade away. But the ColourPop ones, they are thick, stark, white. I absolutely love it. So if you guys have any other suggestions, let me know down in the comments if you found other eyeshadows that work. So I'm just trying to find cruelty-free and vegan dupes, but this one from ColourPop is amazing, and I highly recommend it. So definitely put it in your cart if you're ordering from ColourPop. Alright, two more products and I'll get into the makeup brushes. Another product that Taylor sent to me was the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips Custom Eye Enhancing Eyeliner. It was part of a trio, but this is the one that's for brown eyes, and it is the purple one from the collection. So that is what I'm wearing on my lower lash line today, and it's just a really pretty purple shade. I like putting purple on the lower lash line during the fall as well as green, so I thought this would add a nice pop of color to my look today. And I haven't purchased it, and it's going to last me a long time. I don't know if I repurchase it. I think that the formula is pretty good, but I wouldn't want to repurchase a whole set just for one eyeliner. I think the other eyeliners are fine, but I can't imagine me getting through that whole set before I die. So if I get another purple eyeliner, I'm probably going to specifically go out to find another purple eyeliner, and specifically a purple eyeliner that's really, really pigmented. So, yeah. What we need is for Urban Decay to not be under a parent company that tests on animals, because Urban Decay has some really good eyeliners that are really high quality, so they need to like not be under a parent company that tests on animals. Just saying. Alright, and the last item that I used is the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in Hutch. That's what's on my lips today. Absolutely love this eyeshadow. This lipstick, and it is ultra satin, so I had to be kind of careful putting it on, but I love the shade. I feel like I bought this off seasons, and then it's just been sitting there waiting for me, waiting for fall to come, and I'm so happy that I finally can use it, and I'm just so excited about vampy lips. That's one of my #1 things I love about fall. It's like second to pumpkin everything. So yeah, really excited about this. Love ColourPop lip products, especially their ultra mattes and ultra satins. They're really nice. Anything in this like 2B thing is like my favorite. And yeah, I love Hutch. And I would repurchase it, but by the time that I use this up, it's probably going to be discontinued, so I probably just get something similar. And then as I was doing my makeup, I needed to touch up my winged eyeliner. I needed to touch up my lipstick. I used the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths just to, you know, get off anything that I didn't want anymore. All right, now on to the brushes. So the setting spray, I just used the setting spray. I didn't need a brush for that. For the concealer that I put on my brow bone and on my eyelid, I used the SL Miss Glam Taper Foundation W13 brush from the White Glam brush book, so that's what I used there. Then I said the next thing that I went in with was with eyeshadow in the crease, and that was from the e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette, and the brush that I used is the Wet n Wild crease brush. It's a really giant, enormous, fluffy crease brush. And then I applied a Makeup Geek Grand Stand with my finger, so I just did that. Then the next thing I did was go in with eyeliner. I just used the eyeliner. I didn't need a brush for that. For the face primer, I just used my hands. For the foundation, I went in with the SL Miss Glam Beauty Flat Top Foundation W12 brush, which again is from the White Glam brush book. For the concealer, I went back in with the Taper Foundation W13 brush, and that is when I put concealer right underneath my eyes and on my cheeks. When I went in with blush, I used the SL Miss Glam Angled Blush W05 brush, and that is, yeah, that's how I applied my blush. Also from the White Glam brush book. Then to top off my concealer, I placed on that e.l.f. powder with the Tapered Highlighter F35 Sigma brush, and I also used it to place the e.l.f. bronzer as my highlight. So I used the tip for the highlight, and I just used everything to get onto my concealer to set it. Then what? And then I think the last, then what did I do? I'm just going to go in order of what the heck I did. And then I put on the brow product, which has its own pencil and brush. Then I did mascara, which has its own thing. Lipstick has its own thing. Eyeliner has its own thing. So the last part was whenever I put the eyeshadow on my lower lash line, which looks... What did I use? Oh, no, I don't have it in front of me. Let me go get it. Oh, I knew I was going to forget one. I used the Sigma pencil in E30 to place the eyeshadow from the e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette on my lower lash line. Then for the inner corner, these are the last two brushes I used for the inner corner of my eye to place tassel, and I used the e.l.f. Small Smudge brush just to get on that inner corner to kind of place it, but it was a little bit stiff, so I ended up going in with a little bit softer of a brush. The reason why I wanted to use that one is it was smaller so we could kind of get into that area. But then I also went in with the Sigma Shader Lid E56 brush. This is a little bit bigger, and this is typically the one that I use whenever I want to get the inner corner popping a lot bigger than to do something really specific. But I used it just to kind of, just to touch it up and just to really get in there, make sure that there was enough product, and just to soften it up so it wasn't so harsh. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and like I said before, let me know if you want me to make this as a series on this channel, or if you just want me to put it on my Instagram stories. I'm happy to do that. I just thought it would be fun just to kind of go through what I'm wearing for my video, for at least one of my videos, and then also to let you know what makeup brushes I use and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you have not subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Click that little bell so that you're notified of when my videos have been posted. Like this video if you did like it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! So here is Marvelous. This one I think is the most transitional between all seasons. I think it'd be great for fall, winter, spring, and summer. And also the most wearable shade in the collection. The next shade that we have is Red Vixen. This is a really beautiful deep red. Another good lipstick that you can